there was a similar factory set up in 1972 by Mitsubishi in conjunction with some local companies. They put up a factory just opposite a residential area, and they started operations on a trial run. And during the course of this operation, the waste generated caused serious health problems like miscarriages, leukemias, cancers, and a lot of illness, which actually got the crowd, the people mobilized, and with the support of an NGO, they were able to take the case to court. They were ultimately able to prevail. So this was in 1970, started 72, closed down within a matter of another 10 years, 12 years, they managed to close down this factory. And Mitsubishi has actually been forced to clean up the whole area which was contaminated. The backdrop of it is the same thing. The same plant, same sort of plant is being set up in the populous state of Pahang, very close to the highly residential area. The same mode of operation, that is extracting the rare earth from basically tailings, monazite tailings, monazite tin tailings. The only difference is that the ore, the last time used to come from downstream, from tin mines, from tin mining operations. In fact, there were also imports from Australia, Korea, and also China. And here, in this case, it's wholly coming from a place called Mount Well, through Fremantle, all the way, nearly 2,000 over kilometers, to come and do these operations in this popular state. That would be about, from here it must be about 350 to 400 kilometers. This rare earth is found always intimately with the transuranics. That's how the term rare earth came by. And they are basically, you've got thorium, which has a half-life of 14 billion years. You have uranium, which is very much shorter half-life. And then another material is called radium. All these are found in this together, intimately bound with this rare earth. So in extracting, what you do is you get the good part of it, that is the rare earth, which is now renamed as the lanthanides, and the waste is now concentrated as in thorium, uranium, radium, and many other things including lead, arsenic, and what's not. So all this waste is supposed to be left behind. The rare earths will be taken by the Lynas, this company, to be sold to be shipped to many of the countries which need them very badly, because this monopoly of this rare earth is by China. 95% of this rare earth is by China, because no other country wants to experiment with this sort of process. So somehow they were able to sell this idea to the Ministry of International Trade, which wants foreign direct investment at any cost, doesn't matter what the industries are. So they actually facilitated the setting up of this factory. And the danger comes not only from the fact that the materials are radioactive, the waste is radioactive. You've got a lot of chemicals that will be used in the processing. There will be use of large volumes of water. Dangerous gases will be released, and also hazardous chemicals will also be released into all the soil, the land soil, air, etc. End of the day, nobody will buy our palm oil. Nobody will want to come as tourists here. The fishermen will not be able to even sell their produce. all other activity is going to be destroyed on account of the fact that we are providing a few crooked businessmen, who cannot do the same thing in Australia because the law is very tight. There's been deception, there's been lies. At first they said, this company said it's not radioactive, the material is not radioactive. In fact, it's zero radioactivity. Then they shifted ground saying it's radioactive only to workers, and that it is just like the background radiation you have. So there's been a whole lot of deception. So there was a suggestion we send back the waste. During one of the public consultations, we asked them, can we send back the waste to Australia as you're bringing in this thing? They said, Australia was they were clear. They said, no way will we accept the waste. The company gets a 12-year tax-free. In other words, he doesn't even have to pay royalty. The only attraction is about 200 to 300 jobs. Won't they learn as to what happened in Bukit Merah? Do you need a repeat of the same thing in Gabang or Kuantan? You don't need that sort of repeat. You don't need 200 jobs. You don't need the waste.